favorites video. Every season I like to collect all of my favorite things and just chat about how much I love them. So I'm gonna start with, I have some fashion stuff and this beautiful accessory, peek. And then I have a very practical thing, which is a little bit boring and non-fashion related, but I use it all the time. And then a little bit of makeup. So I will get started with the fashion stuff. So I'm going to talk about my favorite brand, Dôen. One of my favorite brands, Dôen and Sézane, are pretty much neck and neck tied. Dôen is based out of California, and I've done an unboxing with these 3 shirts before. And I got these in February when they comped like the duty and the shipping to Canada. In Canada it costs like over $100 to ship stuff, so crazy high, but I absolutely love these items. So I actually have everything shipped to like my sister-in-law down in the States in Michigan, or else I have a friend in Florida who does all of this stuff for me. So I will definitely get Dôen to me. And actually there's a pop-up up in Canada. They have an events page. I will link that below, so it tells you where they are stopping by, because they don't have a storefront, they're just online. I got these in February, these tops. I have the Albertine, the Anise, and then I have the Harper. And I have basically worn them nonstop. I absolutely love these shirts. They are made of just the dreamiest, lightest cotton imaginable. And yeah, I got them in February, so I wore the Harper a lot because it's a thicker cotton. And then the Albertine, I'll show you what this all looks like on, because it's a little bit of a long sleeve. And then I finally got to wear, the weather started warming up, and I got to wear this beautiful Anise top. And I'm just head over heels in love with them. I don't know what Dôen does with their fabric, but it is just exquisite. It keeps me really cool. We've had a lot of like 30°C days where it's just super hot and the kids always want to be outside, so we're outside. And instead of baking, I'm a really big baby when it comes to being too hot. I'm from Saskatchewan, from the prairies, where it's not, that doesn't really get that hot, and the humidity really bothers me out here. So these have been my saving grace, have been keeping me cool, and it's like my dream where I can wear a long sleeve in the middle of summer so I don't burn. I'm like crazy about my skin. So these I would highly recommend. I have a Dôen dress right behind me. This is the carnation. I have the Rose Bay shirt coming to me. It's in the mail, again sent to my sister, sent to my husband in Ohio, who's going to the business conference. Like, I'm gonna get Dôen. This is how much I love them so much. And then I have another dress called the Pierre that I just ordered from their newest line. So if you don't know much about Dôen, check it out. I will link all of the stuff below. A couple of them are still in stock, but I would highly recommend if you are thinking about the brand. Next, I want to go on to Sézane, like I've been talking about. First, I just got these earrings last week, and I'm wearing them for the 2nd video in a row, so hopefully you're not confused and thinking that this is the same video. But these are the Louise earrings, and I absolutely love them. I will definitely wait to throw them in a favorites video. They will be my summer favorites video, but I just have to note that I absolutely love these earrings, and no, this is not the same video as last week. But I have 2 sweaters actually, and I'm gonna keep these. I had to mention them in my spring favorites because I'm not gonna really wear them too much in the summer because it's a little bit too warm. Sometimes for those cool summer nights I will definitely do that. But the first one I will talk about is the Cassiopeia sweater, and I got this in store in New York. I have a video where I shop in the Sézane store and I show like what the store looks like, and like I do a couple of things, I do a couple like try-ons, so I will link that up here. But otherwise, this is a sweater that has wool. Let me see what the contents are. It has mohair, and it's a very warm sweater, so I was a little crazy to buy it in this weather, but I absolutely love it, and I've actually worn it nonstop until it's just way too hot to do it. And I have gone outside at the end of the night on our patio to like wear it, and I absolutely love it. But I'm sadly putting it away until the fall, but I absolutely love it. It is sold out online on the Sézane site, but Nordstrom has it, so I would check it out there if you really like it. I'll show you what it looks like on, and I think it is just the prettiest sweater ever. It haunted me for like months, and so I was really glad to try it on and then obviously be convinced of it when I was in the New York store. And then the next I have is this Dôen sweater. So this came out with their spring collection, I think in March, and it came in navy and it came in white, and I thought about it, and then of course, if you know anything about Sézane, it sells out really quickly. And so I was super bummed that I didn't like get it. And then I found it one Wednesday morning when they do their restocks. They didn't really advertise that they restocked this one. but I searched the name of it, the LeWeb, and I got this one and I absolutely love it. It's shorter than I thought. A lot of their sweaters, they model with it tucked in, so I was kind of surprised at that, but I'm a short person, so that wasn't anything to be bothered by, and it's less for me to tuck in anyway because I wear my sweaters tucked in. But I absolutely love it, and this one I could definitely wear at the cottage this summer. We have 4 cottage trips this summer, so I'm definitely going to make use out of this one. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit more airy, and I just want to mention the contents of it because this is the most comfortable sweater ever. It's the same as a crepe-in sweater that I also have, and it is 50% merino wool and 50% cotton. So if you see a sweater in Sézane that is made up of those materials, I would snap it up right away because it is super duper comfy and love it. Yeah, check Wednesdays. Sometimes this comes back. I've seen it in navy and I've seen it in white in the size medium come back. So check that out on Wednesday mornings. Last from Sézane, I have my newest Claud bag. Isn't he handsome? So I was convinced to buy this actually by someone who was in the store in New York with me, who recognized me from my video, so that was super cool. But she talked me into getting this because she had hers for a year. She had this in the camel color, and I got this in the chocolate, which I can't really find online anymore, but the camel was so beautiful, and I have been using it nonstop. Initially, I found it very hard to open and close this, like to put this little guy back in. Oh, there we go. But it became easier, and the other concern I had was this turning and curving, because I had thought I had seen that on a couple of older versions of like people who have had theirs for a while. But the woman who I talked to said that she just curls hers back if that does it, and hers, yeah, looked immaculate, and she had hers for a year. So convinced. I absolutely love it. I think the color is beautiful. It does scratch. I'm going to do a full video review on this bag because I think it just deserves its own video, and I know a lot of people ask me questions about it, so I think it's beautiful. It does scratch, so if you can see some of the imperfections because of me, but what I do is I just add leather conditioner, and that helps protect it and just get it back to kind of ground zero. But the imperfections are part of the design and part of like you're making your mark on your items, and I don't mind that at all. I actually think it's really beautiful, and I love the color for spring and for summer. And this is my weird favorite of the month. This is my little handy dandy portable steamer. You can see how small it is and how nice it is for transportation. So I wear a lot of silk and cotton, and those fabrics obviously crease pretty easily. So I just needed something that was affordable and portable, and yeah, I could just take anywhere with me. I actually took it with me to New York. I wore this shirt on the plane. This is another Sézane top, and I went straight from the plane to Sézane to do my video, and I had this in my carry-on with me so that I went to the hotel room because we were there before we could actually check in. I went into the hotel bathroom and I steamed this top right there, and it was really easy. It was like weird that I did that, but hey, this made it possible. So much information. Anyway, this is really cool. I'll show you what it looks like how it works, but basically works like a little kettle. You put water in here, it just twists off really easily, and then you just put the top back on, plug it in, turn it on, and you're ready to go. Yeah, I love it. I think it's super useful, and I think it's great for traveling. And if you have a lot of fabrics that crease easily, don't let that stop you from bringing it on your trips. Just get one of these guys and throw them in. He comes with a little mitt, and I just throw them in like a dust bag. Like I have an old Zara shoe dust bag, and it just like fits anywhere. So that's awesome. And now I'm gonna go on to Glossier. I was very late to the boat discovering Glossier, and the cloud paint is my favorite product ever. I'm using the I'm using the Dusk as like a bronzer right now, and I absolutely love it. I love all of these colors. If you follow me on Instagram, I talk about the haze being a little bit too dark for me at my skin right now because I don't really have any sort of tan. But what I've been doing is mixing it with Beam and mixing it with Puff, which is the most pink color, the cool pink color. I saw Glossier do that as a tutorial on their Instagram, and I thought that was a really great way to just subdue this color. So if this is a color that you have, yeah, you can definitely use that. What Glossier does is they sell things in duos so you can save money. So it makes sense to kind of get all the colors, and if, yeah, one of them doesn't work out for you, just try mixing them, because I think that was like a really fun tip. I love the finish of them, and I just think that they're just like a nice light watercolor wash basically on your cheek, and I think that's perfect for summer. And my last thing is this really gorgeous book. I saw this in New York, and I hinted pretty hard for my husband Wes to get it for me for Mother's Day. And it is a guide to a stylish home. Domino is a magazine. I think it's based out of the States, but it is just like, it's a stunning book. It's a stunning magazine. The magazine is like $10, $15. It's pretty expensive, so you can get the book, and it is equally as gorgeous. And it just has like really lovely tips. So it says, discovering your personal style and creating a space that you love. And it really does tell you and instruct you to do what you love, and just be true to your own personal taste, and take time and discover and new things to and how to decorate your house. So I love this book a lot. I'll show you what it looks like inside and some of the tips from there. And I would highly recommend it as like a good gift for someone else. I think this is a great book to read, especially for September. Usually all my home renos or anything home related is out the window until we get back to September, when things are a little bit more normal and we have a bit more of a schedule, and then I can focus on my house again, and then again in winter. So this is like homework basically for me for the fall. And those are my favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was like a nice way to round up everything that I love. I prefer doing videos over blogs. I was going to do a blog post, but a video is just so much nicer for me. If you have any questions about anything that I mentioned, please ask me below. Everyone's been connecting with me through Instagram and through here in the comments below. And yeah, definitely keep doing that. I love saying hi to everybody. So have a good day.